Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Marvelous Unboxing. And we have another video of What If. Now, we got a couple superstars coming up. First off, it's going to be Zombie Falcon. Now, this one we did see a couple of times in the actual Marvel Zombies episode, and I'm sure he's destined to come back in the Marvel Zombie series. Next up, we're going to have Zombie Scarlet Witch. Now, this character not only is going to be coming up in the later on series of Marvel Zombies, or at least I'm speculating, but she's also bound to be coming back in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, which is going to be coming up in just a couple of days at the time that I am recording this video. We'll also have a look at Zombie Iron Man right over here. This one's going to be the glow-in-the-dark exclusive, which I also have the common variant. And last but not least, we have the Watcher. Now let's go ahead and actually unbox these characters. The Watcher was actually a pretty important character, as you guys do know that the Watcher was actually the main series of why the actual series was happening. But this character had a lot of playoff. We didn't get to see him much in the first couple episodes, and it wasn't until the last episode, and last two episodes actually, that we got to see him in his suit and more of him. So here he is. We have the Watcher. Here we have Zombie Falcon. Now, we did see this guy for a couple minutes, and it wasn't later on until I believe he was perished. But, of course, they are zombies, so there's a good chance that he might be coming back. We're not exactly sure. This is taken from the Civil War concept, as well as the other Scarlet Witch. Here we have Zombie Falcon. Here we have our beloved Scarlet Witch, which I am certain we will be seeing in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, as seen from some of the trailers. Not exactly sure if it's going to be the same one, but here we have her. This is going to be taken again from, I believe, Civil War era, based off the costumes is what I'm assuming, and based off the actual episode, which I have not seen in a while. But here we have her. She even comes with a little stand. And last but not least, we're going to have Zombie Iron Man. For all these Funko Pops, I'm going to put them down in the description below if they are still available. This one's Amazon exclusive, so of course it's going to be Amazon only. I'm not really sure about the common variant, which I also do have as well. This one's going to glow in the dark, as you can see from the sticker. We turn it around, we actually look at the back of the box because I have not actually previewed it. The only characters we are going to be missing are the Zombie Captain America, the Zombie Hunter Spidey, and there is one other Zombie Hunter Spidey that does not have the mask. Those are, and a couple other ones that I'm sure we are missing, but these are the only ones we have for right now. So, and this character we actually did get to see at the beginning of the episode before he was briefly decapitated. So here we have him, Zombie Iron Man, my favorite character. Well, Iron Man, not Zombie Iron Man. So here we have a better look at the Watcher, and I gotta say that the colors on this are amazing. It definitely has a metallic look and feel to it, and it also has a stepping stone, which I have only seen other elements being added to such figures such as Thanos. So that's one of the only other ones that I do have in my collection. There could be hundreds of other ones, including the Iron Man light up, but they're very limited, you know, adding elements like this. It's pretty cool. Again, we got to see this episode when he was fighting Ultron. Not sure if it was the last episode or not, but here's a closer look at the actual concept from the series of what it looked like, and a photo as well to give you a good insight of what it looked like. But man, this costume looks amazing. Just look at that. The gold, now it does smear a little bit here and there, but again, there are very small prints. The colors on this are amazing. They even go down all the way back through here. Gold and blue are going to again be the principal ones, and the cape is going to be more of a purplish one. And again, it's going to go all the way up here. A brown head, soft and smooth, white eyeballs. Honestly, a pretty cool Funko Pop. This one is going to be certainly a little bit heavier and bigger than the other Funko Pops, as we're going to do a little comparison here in a second. So it is going to stand out a little bit more than the other ones. He is the Watcher, and I would feel that he would certainly be a little bit bigger, but also smaller, since it seems like he can morph sizes in between realities or wherever he's going. That's going to be the Watcher. Next up, we have Zombie Falcon. Now, this one's going to be featuring a missing limb, broken wings, and a big slit in his head. Just look at that. It's all green and gooey, and it looks like half of his head's going to be splitting open. Now, this one looks pretty damaged and pretty gruesome. Again, you have a bone sticking out, you have his wings, and the reason I did mention that it was Civil War era is based off the costume. I do know it goes through a couple changes and doesn't really change until Infinity War. So I'm thinking this might take place between Civil War and Infinity War. So I'm not exactly sure. If I'm wrong, correct me please, because I will admit that I am wrong. Again, the goggles are broken right here. You can see that his eyeballs are sticking out. The slit on his head. There's really not too much more damage on his head besides the goggles, the little weird teeth, and the slit. If we go down to the body again, the major thing that's going to stand out is the missing arm. And apart from that, really, nothing else going to change. Here we have a little bit tear in the legs. But the wings just kind of look like they are a little bit torn and broken. But they kind of do look like they're part of the design because of the symmetry in them. But apart from that, they don't look any more gruesome than normal wings. They just look like they're open and he's just kind of like dangling, walking around. So here we have Zombie Falcon. And while we're at it, since we're doing a little bit more, let's go ahead and turn off the lights. Alright, so here we have Zombie Scarlet Witch. Now here's a couple of teases from the trailer now that depict the Zombie Scarlet Witch. I think we are going to have Zombie Doctor Strange as well. And if we do have a Zombie Scarlet Witch, I will be putting a couple clips here. If I'm wrong, again, correct me please. But man, this Funko Pop and plus Scarlet Witch in the What If series were crazy. I'm pretty sure she was kept alive during the actual TV episodes. So we're going to be bound to see her here in the Marvel Zombies spin-off series. But looking at the actual damage again, the things that are going to stand out most is the hair. Medusa-like, very much. So the hair definitely has its own life-like being. There's a couple scars going out their head. She's green, which again stands out through most of the zombies. They are not normal color, white, brown, pink, whatever. They are green. Red eyeballs, a couple tears and bites going throughout the face. We'll go down through the body. One thing that to point out, she is going to have a stand, so it gives her a cool little floating effect. Zoom in just a little bit using the camera. We got a couple tears going on, and we even have a bone sticking out right there on the forearm. Costume rips. Costume rip. The costume rips on this arm as well. Go to the back. Can definitely see a little bit more of it. And again, on the back, definitely the costume has been torn up and ripped. But apart from that, there's really not much more to it. Everything else looks about the same. Doesn't really look like there's much damage, which I would be surprised. I'm guessing this is just based off the actual attacks. Not really sure how the Scarlet Witch would end up with so much damage, but again, they are zombies. Maybe they are fragile. But here's the Scarlet Witch, and if she is going to be popping up in Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, I cannot wait. She is very powered. And again, we're probably going to have 3 Wandas, so if that's the case, awesome. So this is Scarlet Witch for you. Alright, and here we have my favorite character, Zombie Iron Man. Like, if I have not mentioned it enough times before, I do collect almost every element of Iron Man bases, whether it's MCU or comics, so I definitely had to get this, and I've had it in my collection for a while. The actual common variant is going to remain about the same. The only thing that's really going to change is the elements that glow in the dark. We'll be doing a comparison in just a minute, but this one really does not have much damage or anything. It just has this big crack down its face, but it doesn't really look like damage or anything. It just looks like a vein or something. Again, we're gonna have the stereotypical jaws and the big teeth because of the sunken cheeks, as you can see right here. But everything, he still has very nice hair for a zombie. Very nice, very nice. He has a little crack right there, but not much blood, not much damage. We look at the costume. It's a little bit dirty, as you can tell. The paint has faded just a little bit. It's a little bit darker based off age, and of course he's zombified. A little bit of darkness right here, and right there. But this is going to be based off the Iron Man Mark 50, I believe, because this does begin at the beginning of Infinity War. However, instead of we're getting normal, we get zombies. So I take back what I said on Civil War. This is going to be based off the early beginnings of Infinity War, so it's been about 2 years jump. So I don't think much change really in the MCU, except if you go out into outer space. But let's turn off the lights and check out this guy's glow. Alright, so here we have a better look at the glow in the dark. As you can see, the head's gonna glow, which in a way makes sense. It's still pretty cool. I don't really care if it does not make sense to most people. I think it's awesome because any glow in the dark pop is cool. But if you look down at the actual armor, it's gonna be very hard to zoom in because the camera does not pick up any more of the light. But all the little white spots on his armor are gonna glow. This little blue spot, the chest piece, this right here. I'm pretty sure the metal on him as well. We can get this to turn on. Lights up as well, as you can see right here. The face palms are also glowing in the dark. We have a little bit of glow in the dark here in the back as well. It's not really that much. The glow in the dark on his head's gonna extend back over here, but apart from that, it looks amazing. Here's a couple of snapshots that I took for the actual night mode and a couple other stuff so you can see it a little bit better. But this pop really knocks it out the park. It looks amazing. Again, I just love it so much because I love Iron Man. So Robert Downey Jr., if you're watching this, thank you very much for serving in the MCU, because I just love Iron Man so much, and Tony Stark. So that's it. That is Iron Man Zombie. Alright, so there you have it, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I think we'll be having one more video on What If, because I still do have a little bit more of What If characters to review. If you guys definitely want to watch that, let me know. Leave a comment in the description below. Also, let me know how excited you are for the next Marvel Zombies TV series. I don't know when it's gonna come out, so I think they already have a TBA announced. I'm not exactly sure on that yet, but if there is, I'll leave it down here. Any of these Funko Pops, if they ever still on sale, I'm gonna put them down in the description below. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. Man, why the fuck do you never stand up, bro?